This is one type of cold frame that I built on the side of my garage. It's made out of a 1/2 inch. I used 1/2 inch electrical conduit that's cheap. It's $2 for 10 feet at the local hardware store. The connectors are PEX piping that I just cut slots in and snaps over. But you can also use paper clips. Those big paper binders are black, the 2-inch ones. The plastic I used is 6 mil plastic that comes in a big roll. I bought it at Walmart. That's the most expensive part of it. It's 20 bucks for a big roll. The way I attached to the bed is some electrical channel, but you can just use angle iron or whatever you had. That's just scrap I had. Just drill it in, just make sure the conduit doesn't hit the bottom of the channel so it can just freely move up and down. You can see that what I have in there is just lettuce that I planted in the fall, and also garlic that I planted in the fall. But this has worked pretty slick. On a hot day I flip it up and it stays up. On cold nights I just pull it down. The way I connected the two is just with a coupler that you can see by my fingers underneath the plastic. It's just a 1/2 inch conduit coupler. Again, you can just buy those for a few pennies at your local hardware store. As you can see, it's thick plastic. You want that will last quite a few years. The reason I built this is because my hoop houses, in another video I have, extending your growing season, I built hoop houses. But you see that shed, that huge metal shed, my neighbors? We had a huge windstorm in December, and that windstorm over 100 miles an hour flipped that baby right in between my two pear trees, over the fence, over that little garden wagon. Didn't touch my compost barrels, slammed into my hoop houses, and snapped my redwood pieces like twigs. It was totally awesome. I wish I would have seen it, but I just came out and saw what happened. But quite a sight. You can see the new redwood pieces that I've replaced, but what a great power. There's the hoop houses that they bent like crazy, but pretty neat. But now he's put it back up and he has to put a new roof on it. So anyway, glad my kids weren't back there. So anyway, I hope this gives you an idea of a cold frame that may work for you. This area of my yard only gets about 4.5 hours of sunlight, so it really limits what I can grow in here, but this cold frame really helps out of what I can. Happy gardening.